Narcissists will withhold the truth from their victims. Remember, a narcissist is trying to elicit an emotional response out of their victims. They are trying to control them. They're trying to control their thoughts. They're trying to control their behavior. They're trying to control where they go, who they interact with. And they will absolutely withhold the truth from their victims if it helps them to achieve that outcome. When I was with my narcissistic ex for 6.5 years, he had me absolutely convinced to my core that one of my sisters was out to get me. He had me convinced that she was toxic, that she was a terrible person in my life, she was a bad influence on me. And the way in which he did that is he distorted the reality around the situation. He told me that she tried to contact him, I think like through a social media message, and like everything she said was like super nefarious and was like very cutting and like telling him that he was a crappy person, and clearly she was out to destroy our relationship and to destroy us. When actually what happened was a message around, hey, I feel like maybe there's some, disagreement or some misunderstanding between us. I would love to meet to clear that up. That is a blatant distortion of reality based on maybe a small kernel of truth, but completely disregarding the entirety of the truth, specifically to drive an emotional response out of me, which made me very angry. Why is my sister trying to break up my relationship? And also having the effect of controlling who I spend my time with. That put a significant rift between me and my sister for basically the entire time that he and I were together. It is really hard when you are the victim of a narcissistic abuser to be able to see things clearly, because why would he lie to me about something like that? What would be his motive for cutting off my interactions with my sister? And when you really think about what a narcissist is trying to do, they are trying to get their victim to rely on them wholly and completely so that they can completely manipulate and control the victim. If there are people around the victim that the narcissist is trying to control that could possibly have a difference of opinion about what is going on with their relationship or with that narcissist or other things, they will do everything they can to make sure the victim either never receives that message or will doubt that message once that message is brought to the victim. And remember, narcissists do this with a smile on their face, meaning that they are very charming, they're incredibly believable, they come off as trustworthy, they are extremely skilled at what they do. So if you feel like you might be dating a narcissist and you feel like they're telling me things about people in my life who I know in my heart love me and care about me and have my best interests at heart, but they're telling me that these people are doing these terrible things to me, definitely question that. And then once you can see more clearly what's happening, you can no longer unsee it, and everything becomes clear about what you need to do.